position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to San Diego, Snapdragon Stadium, home to the San Diego State Aztecs. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the Washington State Cougars, taking on the 25th ranked team in the land, the San Diego State Aztecs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. The Aztecs will put total leather to crank us up. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Washington State's offense will get first crack at it today. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller. Trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Saunders. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. Washington State going back to work on 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Complete to the right. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. The offense set for a 1st down play. Gets it out fast. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Gives it on the option. Breaks into the open. Smashes through the tackle. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
To the ground. He's got it again. And they save the touchdown, getting him out of bounds at the 4-yard line. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Using his feet. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can pick up the 1st without scoring. And that one's way too far for everybody. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. And the holder will spot it on the 14 for a 24-yard attempt. He splits the uprights. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the San Diego State Aztecs offense has the ball for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
They'll try to run for it. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. And the Aztecs moving quickly to the line.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a...
Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Aztecs have their offense in high gear. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Buys a little extra time. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. And the Aztecs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Off play action. He'll off one deep down the left side. Oh, right through his hand. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. They'll move the tight end. They'll run for it on third and short. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Quick shuffle pass. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Here comes the hurry up. Give to the running back. Headed to the end zone. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. The Aztecs will try to put one on the board on first and goal. He'll pull it on the read. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Aztecs!
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. He'll pitch it. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man. Second down, they'll go to the air. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. Gonna let it fly. Makes the grab right down the middle. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got him.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in third and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sidelines.
The Cougars will snap it on first and 10. The give to the left. Slithers into space. Got the first down. Looking for more. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line. Just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to pass. Working the middle, it's complete. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, first and goal. The Cougars, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. And they'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Washington State.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution of scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Air Force dug down deep and found a way to secure a coveted road win. And who knows how the pundits will view this one, but I'll tell you this. It sure beats trying to explain a bad loss. All that speculation all week, and now we know. And something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Give to the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. And the Aztecs want to crank the tempo.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Caught in the backfield, it's Cooper. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Aztecs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Got it in the middle, it's Cooper. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40. And the Aztecs are rolling down the field.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now, get ready for another one.
Makes the grab, it's Payne. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that, you got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. They'll run it. It's Potts. He's shoved out of bounds right at the 6-yard line as they were able to at least keep him out of the end zone. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Absolutely perfect. And that's going to tie it up.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. The give on the counter. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26. And the Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Offense in a bunch formation. Wants to go up top. Gets it out quickly. And he goes down after making the grab. Picks up a few, but still short of the first down. They'll try to sneak it. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
The Aztecs offense ready to go back to work. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time.
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, San Diego State.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown. There he goes! They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Looking to fire. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. The Cougars come to the line needing just inches for the first down. He'll sneak it.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Leaves it with the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got the big tight end on the corner route. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. To the air on first down. Takes the easy one to the back. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Takes it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Guys, we're about to get another look at this San Diego State offense. And they've found no answers so far. Already to the end zone twice, tacked on a field goal, and now back for more. Caught behind the line. It's Cooper. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. They'll leave it with him. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Aztecs want to move quickly. He's looking to throw. He wants it all. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. Once again, finding nowhere to run against this defense. He's knocked down immediately. He'll do it himself. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Aztecs!
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if right down the boulevard. Got room to work. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Washington State.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is good as they close to within a touchdown, 24-17. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Big Ten action right now, and wait till you see how things are playing out in this one, fellas. UCLA is down right now inside the Rose Bowl, but this young man under center has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in Pasadena today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Indiana. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Finds his way for 3 after the 33.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the catch. It's Payne. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. The play action fake. Got a man. It's Payne. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. And the Aztecs in the hurry up.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Catch in the middle, it's Payne. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They send 4 receivers onto the field, 2 to the right, 2 to the left on 2nd and 6. Power football with the run. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18. They've started a pretty good drive. This will be the 7th play, but they need to convert 3rd and 5. Blasted as he lets it go. He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference. So the pass interference in the end zone will have the ball placed at the 2. They're going to run it. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, San Diego State. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacks on the extra point. A 67-yard touchdown drive there. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Trying to make magic with his feet. That's a fumble. He picks it up, still on his feet. He's dragged down to the ground, but what a play there. Scoops up the loose football and moves the chains. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Got his man. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Gets the back moving. Swings it out to his running back. Turning it on. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. And the Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. A quick completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. Speeding down the left side. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars. So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
And no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently, does a great job running his route. Great result because of it.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point draws them closer. It's 31-24. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Handoff from the gun. Powers through the defender. It's the runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Caught in the backfield. It's Payne. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Aztecs are in the hurry-up. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. And the Aztecs getting set on 1st and 10. Motion from the back. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his man. It's Cooper. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The Aztecs back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Grab near the sticks. It's Cooper. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. Off the play fake on first down. Intercepted deep in his own end. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Saunders. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man in the middle. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They'll run play action. Rushes on him. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Bring in the heat. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down. Just enough time for one final play in this half. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like a terrific atmosphere there today in San Diego. And these two defensive game plans have been shredded a long time ago. Feels like it's just hang on and hope for a tip or overthrow or maybe a fumble from these QBs. Elite passers and dynamic rushers. Used to be you had to stop one or the other. Here in this second half, the challenge will again be twofold. And just like that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Snapdragon Stadium.
Washington State has it teed up, and we're ready to go here in the second half. And he's coming out of the end zone. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Guys, let's see what adjustments this San Diego State offense has made this time. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Firing to the right, complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. He'll keep it himself. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. Solid run on the last play. Gives this offense another first down. Pulls it in. It's Payne. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Aztecs headed quickly to the line.
We're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Cooper. And he used that spin move to put him in the spin cycle and gain extra yardage. The Aztecs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Off the play fake. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
I just continue to be impressed watching this guy play. Good decision-making, very accurate. He's obviously got a lot of talent surrounding him, so no surprise with that last completion. He's now over 3,000 yards on the year.
They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Got his man. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Gonna sling it on 2nd down. He caught it, and he will score! Touchdown, Aztecs!
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Ready to try the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the American. Florida Atlantic has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe there in Boca Raton. They're up by 7 over Navy. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He's got it. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Setting up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Washington State will have to boot it away. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. San Diego State takes over as the offense is ready to go to work. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Runs through a tackle. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. And the Aztecs will hustle to the line.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the 1st down.
about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
They'll go to the ground. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. Offense lining up quickly.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Finds the tight end. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. They'll run the option. Spins away from the defender. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. The Aztecs have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Aztecs pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Red pass, it's complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Hand off from the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. He's not going to make it to the sticks, and what a stop against one of the best third down offenses in the country. Absolutely center cut. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Running back searching for a hole. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They'll send the tight end in motion. The give to the back. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Floats it out in space. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Washington State sends out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. The Aztecs offense ready to go back to work. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
The Aztecs racing to the line in the hurry-up. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Got it in the middle, it's Payne. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize, so you go get on the ball and get ready to run.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Taking it the other way. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Snags a quick pass on the left. Breaks into the open. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Cougars with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun. Give on the inside. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Quickly complete. Oh, better check some ankles. He makes a move and gets down to the 24. The Cougars in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Trying play action. Makes the catch. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Back to pass on 2nd down. Trying to bull his way in. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. That'll do it for the quarter, guys, and San Diego State is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll run it on 3rd and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wazoo!
And how about this offensive line? 3rd and goal, you gotta have it. They flew off of the ball. They got some push. They made that easy on their running back to score that touchdown.
Lining up to add another. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So that drive didn't have to cover a lot of ground, going 47 yards, and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, we're about to get another look at this San Diego State offense. The give to the back. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. And the Aztecs come to the line in the hurry-up.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Now the play fake. Looking deep down the right side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Aztecs decide to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. 2 running backs alongside the quarterback. On the option. The pitch. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Gets it to him on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Punt is in the air. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play, just outside the 20. Guys, let's see what adjustments this San Diego State offense has made this time. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. 4 receivers set, 2 on each side on 2nd and 8. Unloads quickly. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down. And the Aztecs will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. And the offense takes the field ready to go back to work. He'll pull it on the read. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off, and man, could they have used that. It'll be 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Lost one deep down the right side. Touchdown, San Diego State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. With that last score, things comfortable here in the 4th as they are headed to a 7-1 record.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under it and make a big play for it.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's recap that ACC matchup that has just gone final. Pittsburgh was able to come away with the victory, but it was not the type of dominant win we've seen in the Steel City over the years. A win, yes, but this one lacked style points. One thing we can always count on in the ACC is a spirited battle and a game that will make waves all along the Eastern Seaboard.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything. Oh, he's got some space. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. And the Cougars can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off play action. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Sets up the screen. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
1st down for the offense.
Makes the grab. Got room at the 35. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a 1st down.
31-yard line. And that's
Looking downfield on 1st down. Pulls it in. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Cougars didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Makes the grab on the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Tight end now in motion. The give from the gun. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. The Cougars are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. The snap sets up to throw. Looking for the goal line. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Touchdown, Cougars! Quick strike through the air for the score. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here, he does a lot of blocking, and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? You peek in the backfield, and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost him, Reese.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the 4th. They'll line up for the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. San Diego State takes over as the offense is ready to go to work. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. Lost to fire on 2nd down. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got his man on the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.